Okay, everybody. Today we're going to show you how to use the media features on our new mobile app. To get started, just look for the Text2Drive app icon on your desktop.
Norm, one of the things I'm going to ask you is to obtain the Text2Drive app, you can go either to the Play Store for Android or the App Store for Apple or iOS. Is that correct?
Absolutely right. All you have to do is search the word Text2Drive with the number 2 in there.
Now, you've just logged in, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what are we looking at right now? What screen is this?
Right now, we're just looking at our messages screen. These are just text conversations between me and any of my customers.
Now, what I want to do is I want to focus a little bit, if we can, on those icons that are at the bottom of the screen.
Sure.
Could you go through each one of those and just give us, I know we're going to go over the same things in depth a little later, but let's just go over briefly what they're all there for, what they mean.
No problem. So of course, right now we're on the Messages tab, which are texts between you and any of your customers. Here we have our repair order screen, which you can search for by repair order number, tag number, or VIN on the vehicle, including an automatic VIN scanner, which we'll get into a little bit more later.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have our employee chat. These are one-to-one conversations between you and another coworker at your dealership. Going on here, we have our group chat feature. These are a lot like the employee chat, but it's with multiple people at your dealership. For example, you can talk to everybody in the parts department or the technicians or whatever you want to set up. It's customizable for you.
Now, there's a company called Slack. It's sort of a similar thing as something like that in a way, right? You can bring the different people within the dealership together in one meeting room and use it for a variety of different purposes. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And this all ends up being recorded, so a dealer administrator can actually go back and see exactly what conversations, what media may have been transferred, whatever took place in that group chat, it can be viewed later by an administrator or a manager. Is that
yes,
correct?
it can.
Okay. So,
and finally, down here, we just have our basic settings. You can turn on and off push notifications, set your phone to vibrate or not, and additionally change between any different dealerships you might be a member of.
So you could be assigned or be a part of more than one dealership, and within the app, you can just press and move yourself to wherever you want to be.
Absolutely.
Looking or searching or discussing things.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's take a little bit of a closer look in terms of how to use employee chat. It's quite easy. Go to the employee chat screen, look for the name of your coworker. In this case, we want to talk to Arturo. Click on their name. And here, type your message. Getting a group chat together so we can finish this conversation.
So this is really handy. It makes people not have to get up from their desk and walk around the dealership. And now a question I have, Norm, does this employee chat work both on the desktop version of Text2Drive and on the mobile app itself?
Oh, yes. It's a seamless transition between the two of them.
So you can use either one back and forth.
Can send this message on the mobile app, and Arturo can receive it either on the desktop or on the mobile app as well.
Then he gets a push notification on his end?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Now, in addition to this, while we're waiting for Arturo to get back to us, you might notice our little actions button over here on the left.
What's that all about?
If you tap on that, we have a few different things you can do here. You can either take a photo or take a video right from your app, or you can use one that's already existing. So you can take one that you're ready, you can send one rather that you already took a few days
ago. It looks like he replied to you.
All right, they're ready to go. We're going to get a group chat together, and we're going to figure out what's happening with Mike's car.
So how are you going to get back to your group chat window?
All you do is press the back buttons, and here you are, back down to group chat. Now we're just going to click on the plus button in the upper right to start a new room.
Okay.
We'll give it a name. We'll say this is the May 16th. And let's invite a few of our coworkers here. We've got Arturo, and you'll notice...
it's just as easy as clicking a little round circle or button next to their name that corresponds to that employee. Is that it?
You'll notice, yes, exactly. You can just click whatever employees you need, and they're immediately added to that room.
So in this case, a service department could add a service advisor, technician, and a parts specialist to say to have a conversation about an RO.
Absolutely.
Or a manager could do something like maybe put all of his employees in one chat room, and then whenever he needs to give a mass communication to everybody, he could do that internally through his group chat.
Absolutely.
And now when you invite when you invited these people, do they get some kind of a notification on their computer and or their cell device?
Yes, they would receive a push notification on their computer or on their mobile device telling them they were just added to this room.
Okay.
So I'll just click OK there. Now we're in the actual room.
Okay.
If you want to see who else is in there, you click on this little employees icon here.
Oh, there's all the people that were invited.
And you'll see all the people that we just invited.
Okay.
So now let's ask what the status of Mike's car is here and see if we can get some more information.
Now this is being done in an Android, so it would be very similar if you're using the Apple device. Is that correct?
It's virtually identical.
Okay. Which makes it real easy for a user to transition from one phone to the other if necessary. So now this message should actually is being transmitted to everybody in the group. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Everybody who we just saw in that group chat roster will receive this at the same time. They all have the ability to respond back.
Okay. Now, the question is, are they going to respond?
Oh, there's Arturo again. Looks like it'll be ready in about an hour. Okay, great.
Now, so other people in that group have seen that same communication that Arturo sent you and you sent to the group. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, ask Arturo, is anybody else from the group online right now? We'd like to maybe have them join in and let us see exactly what happens when other people, get involved in a conversation. Oh, there's CJ. Okay,
CJ
that's
beat
good.
me to the punch. I guess he was talking to him too. Let's see here. Just a few things left for me to finish up. Great. All right, then.
Okay, that's good. Okay, we're fine. We're good there then. So now let's say at this point you want to go back to the main screen you started out on. How do you get there?
Absolutely. So again, you just use your device's back buttons.
Okay.
Here you're back to your main selection.
Let's go to the Messages tab at the bottom. Now, say you want to reconnect, or let's say you want to connect with a new customer. Show us the steps you do to do that.
Absolutely.
How can you find a customer?
Look for the icon up here with the little pencil and paper to start a new message.
Okay.
Tap that.
Now, I see there's 3 options to find a customer. And what are those?
So you can either look them up using their cell phone number, by their name, or by a recent repair order number for that customer.
Okay. So,
in
who
this
do we want
case,
to contact?
I think I know a gentleman named Greg Owen who I need to talk to here. Type in their name, click search. And there you go. You'll get that contact and anybody whose name is spelled similar to it, just in case you made a typo.
Okay, so let's say you wanted to communicate with that person.
Go ahead and click on their name.
Okay.
And
now this is a customer.
This is a live actual customer. When
So
I
now-
send this message, it will end up at their phone.
So there's more than one way you can actually create a message. Is that correct? You can type one in manually.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Here we have, right here, you can type whatever you need. If you need a custom message, you just type it in just like you're used to on your own cell phone.
Okay.
Otherwise, we have our actions button again here. And this time, we'll have a few more. What we have, in addition to being able to send videos or photos, you can also use pre-written templates. These are determined by your dealership. They're customizable.
Pretty handy.
But we'll always give you a few to get started. Now you might notice here, some of these have some items in brackets, like this cuss name and the authorization needed.
Yep.
These are what we call variables. We do this to save you a lot of time. When you click on one of these and you send out that message, it's automatically going to translate into that customer's first name. That's automatically going to translate into whatever phone number your dealership has on record. So let's go ahead and give that a try.
Okay. So now it'll populate with Greg's name.
So once you hit send, all of this will translate into the correct information. There we are. Hi, Greg. This is Norm at Chicago Cars. It's got my phone number in there and everything.
Oh, and I just got the message on my cell phone here. And I can say, what's the problem, right? What's the...
Absolutely. Customers can respond back just like any normal text they would receive. There we go. Just as quick as that.
Okay, well that's handy. So the templates are there, custom messaging is there. You can find a customer with either cell phone, name, or RO number. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now for the most part, we've gone over the basic features of the basic usage of Text-to-Drive. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention is if you go back to where you have messages, if a salesperson is using this as opposed to a service person, they could use the photos or videos to possibly take a photo of, or photos of certain cars maybe they want to send to a customer via text. They can also video a car using this to send to a customer. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And everything ends up being recorded within TexaDrive and is assigned to the customer and whatever advisor or salesperson or whatever employee sent that communication. Is that true?
That's right. We keep a record of all of that, both for your benefit and to make sure you keep the customer honest, let's say.
So let's press that repair order button again, just for a quick second. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take a break. We're going to go and we're going to find a car and we're going to show how the repair order functionality really works and the new development of cameras that we personally and specifically created for both iOS and Android that are different than the stock cameras that come on these phones. Is that correct?
That's right. We rebuilt the entire camera to do things that you just can't do on your basic phone. So I think you guys are going to be really impressed with this new feature.
Okay, so let's go do that, Norm. Thank you very much.